Hi guys, it's Debbie from What's Mama Cooking For Us. Thank you for joining me in my kitchen today. Today we're going to make my mother's meatloaf. And I have 2¼ pounds of ground beef. I use the 80/20. I have 2 cans of tomato soup, but I'm not sure. I might only need 1½. Salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, parsley, and breadcrumbs. And then we're just going to bake it in the oven. We're going to put the tomato soup on top, cook it up, and I'll let you know how long that's going to take. So let's get started. Let's get everything ready. Okay, and just to our tribute to my mom, I'm going to use her bowl. I love this bowl. And it's great for everything. So let's get this open. Could have opened it off camera, right, guys? There we go. And then, oh, I forgot to get everything. Yeah, that's me. Okay, sorry, guys. So I'm going to do 2 teaspoons of salt. And you don't really have to measure. I just kind of cover the meat, and then that looks good to me. And for the pepper, same thing. Maybe 1.5 teaspoons. Yeah. And for the parsley, I like to go heavy on my parsley. So heaping teaspoons. We'll do 2 tablespoons. Sorry, we're on tablespoons. Okay, and then we got our onion powder and garlic powder. And I never use the garlic salt and onion salt because you don't need it. You're using salt already. So we're going to put 1 teaspoon, maybe 1/2 of each one of these. And, you know, I never measure, guys. I'm sorry. I do for my videos, and I try to for my videos so that you guys can have it taste flavorful for you. But I do it mainly by using my own, you know, sight, smell, feel. And then I'm going to measure the breadcrumbs for you. We'll start with 1/2 cup. And we'll see how much we need. Yeah, definitely just going with 1/4 cup. You got to get the eggs too. Forgot those. I'm doing well. I forgot to tell you in the beginning, you need 3 eggs. So let's get those cracked. And yeah, I'm all over the place today. Okay. And I like to beat mine before I put them in. I think it just makes it easier. I never used to. You don't really have to. I just like to do that now when I'm making recipes. And what I do is I go through and I do the mix. I make sure I have everything in there before I get my hands dirty. And then I like to check the seasonings and see where we're at and what I think. So let's just get this mixed up. And I love doing this, and it always takes me home to my mother, and she used to make this so much. We'd make meatballs, meatloafs, stuffed peppers, and we used to do this a lot. And yeah, so see, I like to see my seasonings and see if I have enough. And this looks pretty good to me, guys. Let's make sure it's good and mixed, because you don't want to have a big chunk of spices. So just give it a good mix. And that looks good to me. And we're just going to kind of form it into a loaf. And I'm going to get the pan ready. And I'll be right back. Okay, so then I just have a 9x13 pan. But if you don't have a pan that big, I've been known to just split mine in half and just do 2 of them side by side. And I used to do that a lot. I had 4 growing sons, so I made a lot of meatloaf, and I would they'd be good for the next day. So you just want to make sure that it's all about the same so that it cooks at the same time. And that looks good to me. And I cook mine in there for the first half hour or so without the soup. That way I'll get a little crispiness on the top, brownness and goodness. So I'll be back when we're done with the first half. All right, you guys, I didn't want to do it on camera, but I just wanted you to see that I did pack it in a little bit, you know, not hard, just to form it so it doesn't fall apart in the oven. So just use your best judgment and form it into a good log here. And make sure, you know, like there's no big cracks, like it's going to fall apart and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm going to get it in the oven. Oh yeah, and I forgot to tell you, I have the oven set at 350. So I just have, this is a 10 ounce can of tomato soup. I'm just going to make up 1 can, and if I do need more, I'll make up some more. Yeah, I probably will need both. You know, they're making these things smaller and smaller. Yeah, might as well go for it. I'm not sure what size these used to be, but they look a lot smaller than they used to be. Okay. Get all that in there, and we'll get some water. And there's 1 can. And I think I'm only going to do like a half of the other can. But swirl it around so you get all the goodness. And then I like to do it right here in a measuring cup pitcher. And then I can just pour it right over. And this will be all set when it's time to put it on. So give it a really good mix because there's a lot of chunks in there. And I like to put a little salt and pepper. Not a lot. I like a lot of pepper. You don't want to put too much salt because it's kind of salty. So just a little. These soups are always so salty. I don't know why they have to make them so salty. I just really don't. But yeah, this takes me back to growing up. We would have this a lot. Hamburger was a big part of growing up, you know. I remember we had hamburger patties, you know, every Friday. My mother would go shopping. We'd come home. We'd have hamburgers for dinner. But, yeah, we loved hamburgers. But, yeah, you know, hamburgers a way to make food for more people and make it last longer than if you wanted to have something like steaks or pork chops and those type of things. All right, well, this is all set now, and I'll let you know when we're halfway done. All right, it's been 30 minutes covered. I forgot to tell you, I did put tin foil over the top. So it's been only 30 minutes, so now I'm just going to put it in uncovered, and then I'll tell you it should be about another 30 minutes. Plus, in the meantime, guys, get your dishes all done up. And I usually serve mine with mashed potatoes and corn, so I would get those all prepped in advance too, so when it's time to eat, you can just all sit down and have dinner. Okay, now it's been another 15 minutes. So in total, it's been 45 minutes. I'm just going to give this a stir. You can see how thick it is. And just pour it over. There's a little grease in there, and that's fine because that'll just be flavor. And I don't know if I said it already, but we like to use this sauce for our potatoes. So it's okay if there's like extra sauce. I think I'm just going to use that much. And then a couple of times I'll baste it and just make sure we're getting a lot of thickness on the top there. All right, so I'll be back when this is finished. Okay, you guys, it's been actually an hour and 15 minutes. And again, this is 2.5 pounds of meat. So your stove could be a little bit different. but I'm pretty sure mine's finished, and I'll show you how I transfer it over to a serving platter. Okay, and of course you could serve it right out of this pan, which would be fine. But if you want to put it over there, take 2 spatulas and get them underneath your meatloaf. And take your time and then bring it over. Oh my goodness, look at that, you guys. Oh. I'm gonna get some of this and put it over the top. Oh my goodness. Okay, and there we have it. Look at that, you guys. Amazing. And let me take my thumbnail and I'll be right back. Okay, let's cut this open and see just how delicious it looks inside. And I always love the end pieces because they're the crispiest. Oh my goodness, look in there. Perfection. Oh my gosh. All right, let me get a plate and we'll have a bite. Oh my gosh, you guys, I can't wait to go in. I just wanted to show you, look at how good that looks. And you can put a little extra sauce on top if you want. Let's give it a bite. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Oh my gosh, so good. Guys, maybe you might want to go a little less on the salt, maybe just 1 teaspoon to 1.5 instead of 2, but that's up to you. It tastes amazing. It looks amazing. Everyone loves meatloaf. But if you never tried it with the tomato soup, give it a try. If you're new, welcome, and subscribe if you enjoyed this and want to see more. And thanks to everyone who watches my videos and all the support and the comments and all the love. I love you guys too. And yeah, be blessed.